Boris Johnson investigated over Caribbean holiday and flat renovation.
Here's a summary of the article.
Boris Johnson is being investigated for a possible breach of Commons rules over a luxury £15,000 Christmas holiday in the Caribbean. Recommended plans to end social distancing will be set out before June, Boris Johnson pledges. Mr. Ross then denied he had paid for the holiday and said he did not own the villa where Mr. Johnson and his fiancée, Carrie Symonds, stayed. The Commissioner does now appear to be acting on a complaint submitted by the Labour MP Margaret Hodge, over who originally paid for Mr. Johnson's expensive flat renovations. Labour seized on the probe into the Prime Minister's holiday, Deputy Leader Angela Rayner saying, "Another day, another investigation into Boris Johnson for more sleaze and dodgy dealings. The public have a right to know who paid for Boris Johnson's luxury Caribbean holiday and the renovation of his flat. Most importantly, we need to know what these donors were promised or expected in return for their generosity." The announcement says Mr. Johnson is being investigated under paragraph 14 of the Code of Conduct, relating to registration of interest under Category 4 of the Guide to the Rules in 2020.
This post received a score of 4,600, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
We investigated ourselves and found that we did nothing wrong, con+3. The Albertan Conservatives went too far and actually had to shut down their own investigation. The Green foreign meddling investigation was extended. Found nothing and then rewritten and extended again. Can't remember where the guy doing the investigation is stuck at.
Kenny had no business winning the leadership. That his cronies followed him in isn't surprising either. This was a new level of scum even for them. Shutting down the nomination inquiry should have been the biggest red flag for Conservatives, but it was predictably ignored because fuck Notley. Instead of realizing that their legitimate candidates had been thrown out by shills who were happy to wheedle tax handouts to their true employers, side businesses.
And now when Kenny gets turfed they'll likely bring in Brian Jean, who spent the last few years courting every far-right voice he could find. Get ready for Colberta.
At this point I'm not sure who I dislike more. The far-right reform-level politician who is completely out in the field on his moral compass, or the guy who gave away billions in tax dollars to kickback companies and tried to front the bill to doctors and teachers in the middle of a pandemic. It really feels like piss in an ocean of piss, when all we're looking for is someone who isn't completely neon yellow.
It's like trying to name your favorite flavor of dog shit.
Here is a copy of the article, not behind the Independent's strict paywall.
How did people vote for a dunce like Johnson?
Have you met the average Brit?
Typical modern conservative. I'll answer the question that I put forth and not the one you asked.
PS Fuck Boris edit. I'm surprised by the passionate responses to this. I thought I was making a truly uncontroversial, throwaway comment. These top politicians have a huge PR machine behind them. AMD rigorously practice everything they can say in interviews and as answers to questions at conferences. This is why you hear politicians repeat themselves so much.
Press Talk 101. Do you want to look smart? Answer their question with your own question, then answer that question.
Love Boris in Poland. Thanks to Brexit, we got a few thousand banking back office jobs.
Wow, that is really cool of him.
Who gives a shit anymore? They've won. Tories will be in power indefinitely now. Voters lapped this shit up. Think he's a badass for breaking rules. It's now just damage limitation. Hold on to what you got until the inevitable collapse.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.